we're lost. We're divided, we're lost. But this song helped us come back together. So the God is in you, the God is in me. You know, when people pass away, the body turns into dust, but the soul remain alive forever. It's infinite, live within us. Thank you.
I see what is, what was, what will be. Already gone around the block a few times. I have lived this life many times before. I've learned how to live from the past. And living revenant. Living revenant is you live many lives. Revenant is our back. Live back. Revenant is our return. Revenant is French word. Revenant. Revenant is like return. It's like you live many lives.
So
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, it's like, that's what it is. Those people that die, when you die, you see what people don't see. You hear. Yeah. You feel it. You understand what I'm saying? It's a way. Some people die, they go. For me, I've died, I can't physically. Even in the physical world, it happened.
right.
Just last February. But even before
Really
that.
important. This is really important. Last year, I died. I was resuscitated. February the 4th, I was hit by a reckless driver. So I reconnected along the way, that journey, I reconnected with my mother's spirit. So when I started song with the goddess, because everything renewed my faith in God. You know what I'm saying? So everything is because of God. So you don't thank me, thank God.
Yes.
Always.
But even before that, I've been around. Like I said, I was born with white hair, gray hair.
Oh
You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? My family, they can tell you that I grew, baby, I have white hair.
Now, did your mom sing to you when you were in her belly?
Always. In Africa, it's just singing, just way of life. And actually, just way of being like talking. It's a part of it. That's why I said I grew up from many songs. For me, singing, because it's just a natural thing. Before I even learn how to sing properly, formal training, I know how to sing because we chant. We grew up chanting. You know, he says singing. For me, I say chanting, chanting, ancient chanting. You know, everything I do is chant. It's incantation, it's chanting.
Incantation.
It's chanting. That's, he says singing, I say chanting. So it just grew up into it, you become that. And I'm the one in the family, the only one in the family that decided to take this tradition to the next level around the world. Because, you know, everybody in my family can do this, but none, whether in my village or my family, I'm taking it commercial. I would say commercial. In a commercial environment, like a movie, like stage stuff, you know, it's more it's more traditional, vibe. But what it is in the tradition, what you mean tradition, it never change. You don't do commercial.
So the songs that you're putting down, the music that you're putting down, are those traditional?
Is the inspiration is really rooted into the chant, but it just I'm commercializing it. Say that because I'm modernizing, I'm putting, you understand what I'm saying? I'm making a crossover. I'm working with my collaborator, different places, different universe, different space. different country. So bringing them together is I'm crossing up. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what they call today world music. I've been doing world music for the past 3 decades before coming to America. My first record was it was a revolution of African music. But what it is in the tradition, what you mean in tradition, it never changed. You don't do commercial.
So the songs that you're putting down, the music that you're putting down, are those traditional?
Is the inspiration is really rooted into the chant, but it just I'm commercializing it, you want to say, because I'm modernizing it. I'm putting, you understand what I'm saying? I'm making a crossover. I'm working with my collaborator different places, different universe, different space, different country. So bringing them together is I'm crossing up. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what they call today world music. I've been doing world music for the past 3 decades before coming to America. My first record was it was a revolution of African music. They call it Afrobeat. We did it 30 years ago. We are the pioneer of that in Africa before coming here.
It's really like the soul of the universe, different soul coming together in this track. And they have released Universal Sound System 1.0 like a few years back. And this is Universal Sound System 1.0. And it's gonna be like the main anthem. The original project, the original name of this project that I'm still gonna use is gonna be, God Gangster. We are the vessel. We are the vessel. Like I hear what people don't hear, I see what people don't see, I feel what people don't feel. The language I'm singing about the language. That's why today I had to speak 10 languages. Now today I speak 6 because being away from other, you lose it, But whenever I go back, it's easy to understand it. I'll come back because it's a muscle memory. But you just learn. It just come naturally. So it's not. I don't remember what is the first language I learned.
When you talk about African religion or African spirituality, when you say voodoo, people like say, oh, it's dark, or it's devil. But the thing, because the European, those who wrote the history, and truncated it, they didn't understand what it was about. although they took some from me, or some that came, understood the value and had to take some. Like I say, Christianity, or when you talk about African religion or African spirituality, you know, when you say voodoo, people like say, oh, it's dark, or it's devil. But the thing, because the European, those who wrote the history and truncated it, they didn't understand what it was about. Although they took some from it, or some that came, understood the value and had to take some. Like I say, Christianity, religion, you see that in Christianity, you see that in every other form of spiritualism, not just Christianity, but any other religion. You see all that in the blessing, the libation, you know, the incense, the burning of it, you know, the blessing, the water. That's an African tradition, that's my point. So they took what they needed from it, and then they rejected it.
Right.
Because they didn't understand, so you become an alien. It's not because something you don't understand that is bad. It's just you don't understand it.
Right.
You don't just reject it because you're scared of it, because you don't understand. You know, it's like, I mean, you understand, some people I believe, but the thing is, my people, my ancestors didn't understand. A lot of them didn't understand. That's why a lot of those practices still exist, but it has become like secret society.
Right.
Because people protect.
Right.
You know, they don't want to share it because people used to be. But the thing is, like I say, we learn how to live from the past.
We learn how to live.
Live. Okay. Was that correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so now can I go back to the question of your name?
Yeah, my name is Titus,
Yeah.
because my grandmother and my mother, they were really religious. Meaning they were Catholic, Protestant. You know, but they were before they embraced, because, you know, they were doing the evangelization of Africa. You know, it was that whole move, that whole way. So they become, but they were already religious, because we African people have their own religion. African people knew about God. It's not the West that brought God to Africa. Because when they came to evangelize Africa, they say we bring in the word of God, we bring in, you know,
Right.
like if African people didn't know about God,
They already had heard the word of God.
like we already knew about God.
Right.
You know, the concept of God.
So now it's in the book.
In the ancient times, animism is a religion. It's not what people say, page and whatever it is. That's, you understand what I'm saying? God, you know, because before anything we were Africans, and the Africans didn't know the concept of God. Before anything, anybody, everything, again, every religion is emanated from that, migrated from that, and it becomes wash-wash, because it becomes a variation of the ancient. Something music, something dance, something everything is, because it's just another variation, another version of what was there already.
Right. Hold on.
Africa. Africa. So my name came from that. I have two names, which I have what you call the first name and then, you know, the last name. You know, the first name is really Christian, because, you know, my family is really religious.
You know, Titus is the
Titus in the Bible, so that,
Titus.
and then Fotso. It's almost mean the same thing as Titus, but in the tradition, it's all about leadership. Fo is chief.
Oh.
Because my great-grandfather was the superior chief of Fotso.
Of Cameroon.
Not the whole Cameroon, but you have different regions in the whole country. You have chief of different counties, say, or different villages. Before those was different. Before it become one county, every region have their own chief.
You were named.
My
by your
great-grandfather was the chief, superior chief of Koch. Koch is not just the village, but it also the language, the culture. It's one of the original culture of the Western Cameroon, the Bamileke people. It's the Tika, it's from the Tika. And you have to understand that most of the slaves that end up in America were the Tika people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So when you talk about me, my people, a lot of my ancestors have been slaves in America, the Tika, T-I-K-A-R. Those are the ethnic group. Predominantly, most of the slaves that left Cameroon, that were captured in Cameroon through the America, were the Tika. That's another story that I will talk later on, because my family have many layers when it comes to the story. So my descendant, that's my descendant. Like right now, my cousin is the chief of the village, just because somewhere along the way, politics make it go like that. Otherwise, it would have been my brother or me being the chief of that village.
Right.
So, but anyway, it comes from the polygamy. You have different wives, different children. So you also have conflict who's going to be inherit, become. So that's if you see, you hear my family history, it's kind of like the dynasty, the movie. It's like all this.
It's not a lot.
Crazy. But anyway, so my name, that's where my name comes from. Fotso, chief of Fo. Chief. Fo means chief. So, yeah. So it's like name of the place, name of the village, name of the people. Fotso, chief of Fo. So Fo, F-O, the Bamileke people, it means, when I hear somebody Fo, that name Fo means descendant of chief or chief. That was the name. When you hear the name of people, I know who they are. Their class, they studied through their name, even the way, right, in the village context, So when my people, when they hear my name, even if they don't see, when they hear my name, they know my descendant, they know who I'm from, my people. Even if they don't know me, but just my name tells them who I am. So you want to say, when you put in balance, it's kind of like Titus as well. That's leadership. So now, I do understand a lot of things until growing up, understand. I need to understand why my parents gave me an European name and then an African name.
Well, in the Bible, right? From Titus,
I had to understand.
Titus is the bringer.
Because see, where I'm from, name is really important. The name you carry, the name is giving to you, is not just any name. No. It's really important. Yeah. It's who you are.
Yeah.
So when people hear your name, they know who you are. It's like the people that are initiated, when they see you, they know what your totem is.
Well, yeah.
Who you are, because they're initiated, they know, they see what people, other normal people don't see. But they know you, they recognize you. It's like soul, recognize the soul. That's what it is. And in real life, you understand what I'm saying?
So how do you walk softly, even if you know you're the chief's grandson? Okay, like maintain the softness of you, even though you have the chiefdom in your
How do I?
soul.
I don't have to. I am. I don't have to try.
Very good.
So it's natural.
Natural.
I didn't have to go to school to learn how to be.
Right.
Of course, the political life happening kind of in a way can deride me, can derail me, can corrupt me. I can become something else. Believe me, and I believe that I have become something else, but I'm trying to be the best version of who I am, who I was. But it's not that easy in the society where it's easy to be blown up with corruption and your faith. So it's not easy. So that's why it's important to know who you are. You understand? When you know who you are, then you can part because even you get bumped up, but you always come back. You always come back on track because you know who you are and where you're going. And I think that's how prepared because I grew up know who I was.
That's important.
I mean, even maybe it was kind of foggy, blurry growing up, but it's like you grew up, you developed the perception, the understanding,
Did you have like?
tap into it finally. You know.
Did you have like?
Even you don't see it clear, but you know it. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay.
Even when you don't know, but you know, you know, it's like pulling you somewhere. You know, there's a direction in your life.
Right. Yeah.
And when you want to maturity, then you see clear. That's like the only thing you see. But it's like it takes a lot of time. It's a lesson. You learn every day.
Yeah. It's fun.
Mastering takes time. It takes a lot of time. Because life is a cycle. It's not just a cycle. It's a spiral. You learn.
It goes around and around.
Still goes around. All that you have multiple lives. So the soul, it goes and come back. It goes reincarnation. All that. It's not just into Western spirituality. It's African spirituality, reincarnation. You know, the notion of karma or malediction, all that. It's true. It's real. Those are cosmic laws.
Right. But it's not negative, real.
They're not negative.
It
But
can,
see, listen, it can be.
yeah.
You have
The wrath
whenever
of
there's a
God.
light, there's a dark.
Yeah, right.
Whenever there's good, there's bad. It's a duality. The
And
yin and the yang, always.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Don't forget to thank God.
Of course.
Yes.
That's what we thank God. That's what we start to do. God. Because to tell you the truth, I just want to say. Hey!